You are now tuned in to My Skin is My Sin on Blog Talk Radio. From goons to guys, we welcome everyone. We only have one rule, and that's be respectful. You are now tuned in to My Skin is My Sin on Blog Talk Radio. Goons to guys, we welcome everyone. We only have one rule, and that's be respectful.
I'll let us next week, man.
No doubt, man, and definitely shout out to the family, liberationmindedmedia.net. That is Black Eye Stand, Still the Knowledge Radio, The Rundown with Renee, and My Skin is My Sin. Oh, and don't forget to share the show, man. If you check it out today, or if you check it out next week, or if you check it out in 1,000 years, and if you are that motherfucker that digs us up in 1,000 years, you are the most phenomenal individual to ever walk the galaxy for digging up this greatness and still share our shit, man. Shout out to you. Don't forget to check out the websites, embroshell.com, designsbymonet.com, and myskinismysin.net.
Shit! A weed! Oh! No cigar? No! Fuck, bitch! Got blunt? Got weed?
Mr.
My motherfucking sister. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mr.
My motherfucking sister. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Post saucy, I'm splashing on him. Eddie B, that's my fucking brother. Fat nigga with a lot of money. You can't touch this MC Hammer. Tools on me like Bob the Builder. Twinkle, little star. Hit the bar with 10K. Ballin' on another level. Goku, Super Saiyan when I come through. Kicking shit like Johnny Cage. Yo bitch ugly, play. My bitch bad like Princess Leia. Name buzzing like a bumblebee. Niggas mad, they don't fuck with me. Sweet baby raised on my fucking feet. Jump in the pussy like Blue's Clues. Run them out like who's who. Where in the world is Waldo? Hit your bitch like a domino. Big black like King Kong. Place hole like a ringtone. Use them up on bubble fall. Kick her out like DW. Or by the bill like Claire Huxtable. Hit your man like a Royal Rumble. You can smell what the rock is cooking. It don't matter, you jabroni. Getting money all by my lonely. Niggas mad, they don't even know me. Got the sauce, I do what the fuck I want.
Oh, yeah.
Big Pippin, Scotty Pippen, 33 bitches, swag dripping, shoes Italian, shirt Egyptian, I'm money mention, did I mention I'm on a mission, moonwalking in the rain, Michael Bivens, Big Pippin, Scotty Pippen, 33 bitches, swag dripping, shoes Italian, shirt Egyptian, I'm money mention, did I mention I'm on a mission, moonwalking in the rain, Michael Bivens, big sexy, hoes love me, got a big, they wanna rub it. Money long, they wanna fuck me. I'm a pimper, even if she ugly. Diamonds yellow like Bart Simpson. Chain ice, I'm bartending. Real nigga, you pretending. Flossing on them like a fucking detective. Going up like an elevator. She gon' ride it like an escalator. Black activist, sipping activator. Black coupe, name it Dark Vader. White lemonade, shoe, annihilator. Bossing up like Casey Slater. Big short speaker, sucker knees. Take a bands up my fucking sleeve. Bitch, some sauce switching to the hoes. Teach the hoes how to make the dough. After that, kick it out the door. They sauce always on the road. That's your soul. Drippin', pimpin', all the nigga know. Yes, I'm shining, this a diamond show. Show respect to my diamonds, bro. Oh yeah, big sexy. I don't couple cause these hoes is messing. Pimpin', yeah, my sauce is drippin'. Don't ask me shit, mind your fucking business. I'm on a mission, tryna make the chicken. Rippin' biscuit, tryna get the cheddar. Chain ice like a gold medal. Side shock in my fucking bezel, yeah. Big Pippin, Scotty Pippen, 33 bitches. Swag dripping, shoes Italian, shirt Egyptian. I'm money mention. Did I mention I'm on a mission? Moonwalking in the rain. Michael Bibbins. Splash walking through the mall. Splish splash on them drip drip. 90s baby, I ain't done yet. Pull off in the foreign. Fat nigga watch her rob me. Bad bitches wanna love me. 100 grand in a duffel. Fuck niggas, I don't trust them. I'm all about bread. Top of hand to my leg. Let the bang, now he's dead. Buffs white arms, butterscotch. Pull off on them skirt. All I wanted was a she. So to do what I please. She all of her niggas.
Hold on just for a second. We got a mahogany sighting. Shout out to the queen in the building. I had to cut the intro for you, babe. Queen. Oh, I'm tripping lately. But I got my wife on my mind. That's what it is. She came home looking so tired today. I just felt bad. And it's like I can't, you can't take people's pain, and it's not like she's hurting, like hurting, you know what I mean? But when your old lady come home from work and she just had a shitty day, so anyway, shout out to the queen, and shout out to you and your family. And let me get back to this intro. My bad. Well, not my bad, but I still do that shit. We're going to move to the next song anyway, man. I'll get it together in a second. This is Jobs, man. It's the fucking water cooler, man. Y'all already know, man. It's all topics all the time. Let's go.
Yeah. Trust God. Trust God. Trust God. I ain't really feeling the day. I'm in my feelings today. Mash on them, gotta smash on them just to go get me some pay. Bust my ass on it, spend my last on it, everything slipping away. I get my earn up before I burn up whenever I'm feeling the flame. You niggas thinking this a game. I ain't playing with them, I ain't staying with them, I ain't friends with them, I ain't mans with them. I'm a cock and let the can hit them. Get the paper, that's the plan, nigga. I just hope you understand, nigga. We can get high, fuck hoes, how the fuck I can't make a band with you? To the Zozo say, I told your ass, I just showed your ass. Expose your ass. I'm in my spot. Niggas can't take what I got. They can grab what I have. Niggas can plot. That'll never make me stop. That's gonna put me on your ass, and I'ma come through in the worst way. And I'ma do you on your worst day. Niggas will come to your visual, but never come through on your birthday. People can't fuck with my spiritual, cause I be in tune with the earth say. And people be calling me lyrical, cause they be in tune with the wordplay. Now me and my nigga, we talk about paper. That paper, we talking about bodies. And bodies be popping up every time we get to talking. Now we get money inside of my youngin'. He coming, no talking. He hollering and chalking. We know that he know to get violent. He put in that work right on the front of his shirt and say, I'm about to catch me a body. Ain't what it seeming. I'm heavy, I'm smoking, I'm drinking, I'm popping, I'm rolling, I'm leaning. Heated, I'm steaming. War wounds still bleeding. I went to war with them demons. I really seen it. I wasn't watching on no zenith. I was out there on the semen. Victim was bleeding. Best friend caught him sleeping. Cold world up in Cleveland. I've been stabbed too many times to let my guards down. Yeah. So I put my trust in God now. It's gonna be the devil in your clique to bring your squad down. Yeah. So I put my trust in God now. I've been stabbed too many times in the back to let my guard down. Yeah. So I put my trust in God now. It's gonna be the devil in your clique to bring your squad down. So I put my trust in God now. I ain't really feeling the day. I'm in my feelings today. Gotta mash on them, gotta smash on them just to go get me some pay. Bust my ass on it, spend my last on it, everything slipping away. I get my earn up before I burn up whenever I'm feeling the flame. Now me and my brother, we talk about paper. That paper, we talking about cheddar. That cheddar keep coming in every time we get to talking. So now we get money together. My youngin', he coming, he hungry. We know that he on it. We know that he down for whatever. He put in that work. Now when he go to the store, he gon' copy him 100 or better. Ain't what it seeming. He heavy, he smoking, he drinking, he popping, he rolling, he leaning. Heated, he steaming. War wounds still bleeding. He went to war with them demons. He really seen it. He wasn't watching on no zenith. He was out there on the semen. Victim was fleeing. Best friend called him sleeping. Cold world up in Cleveland. I been stabbed too many times to let my guards down. Yeah. So I put my trust in God now. It's gonna be the devil in your clique to bring your squad down. Yeah. So I put my trust in God now. Too many times, God down.
You are now tuned in to the motherfucking water cooler.
God down.
Adult Song, Friday nights, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., depending on the day. Anyway, what's going on, Killa? I ain't got no fancy intro though, bruh. You know, we ain't doing that over there. Although I low key got an intro for Rome. And shout out to Rome, man. Not sure if he'll be able to make it tonight, but shout out to you. I definitely understand, bro. If you need anything, you already know. If I can, I will. I got you. And shout out to the couple of people that's fucking with us on YouTube. You know, Bruising Beats 147 TSK. Shout out to you. And them other couple people that ain't saying shit but like the shit for us before you dip. Anyway, man, we just talk about shit. It don't necessarily be the most like, you're probably not about to learn shit tonight. You're not. So if that's what you signed up for tonight, shit, man, go to bed. Shit's not happening. We talk about any and fucking everything. You know, so it is what it is. If you got a comment, put that shit in the comment section, and I try to make sure that I be on that. If you happen to check us out on Facebook or on Twitter or on Twitch, come on over to the YouTube channel. You know, let's stop doing that. Let's get it a little bit more centralized so we can have some dope ass conversations. And it was fucked up yesterday. We had a really good conversation with Inky, and the YouTube, for whatever reason, like, it from my end, it was not on. But apparently, like, it was people actually like communicating, talking, watching, listening, and I had no fucking knowledge until after the show was done, and I happened to see that it uploaded. You know, so I don't know what that's about, man, but you know the drill, man. Share our shit. You know, and I'm not gonna say it right now. Oh. Gotta start it off with this one right here, bruh. We have got to start the show off with Nick Cannon versus Eminem. And I did a little video clip on this, and I kind of let it be known how I feel. Nick Cannon, nobody can do everything. I don't care who you are. You got a flaw. You got a weakness. Rapping is Nick Cannon's weakness. He like the guy at the gambling table that won't stop losing. And I get it from the marketing aspect. I do, because, you know, Wild 'N Out is now buzzing again, you know, but they getting drugged. You know, it's almost like all money ain't good money. And man, oh my God, on Twitter they was dragging Nick Cannon so bad, man. I felt bad, man. I did, but I didn't. Like, you kind of brought it on yourself, and then you did it again. Like, I don't know if you play basketball or where you play basketball at, but if they have something called self-check, that's like when a motherfucker get the ball and you don't even have to guard him because you know he can't dribble. So that's literally what Nick Cannon is doing right here. Say what you want about M, and these is my thoughts on M. M on dope, and this is a harsh reality for some people, but M on dope is dope as fuck. Like, he is one of, you may not have liked the content of what he was saying. For some reason, you think that a nigga lying about killing other niggas is a good thing, and him lying about killing his mama or other white people is a bad thing. Never understood that one. But anyway, moving on. M off dope is a trash MC. And I said this before. M off dope is a white Nick Cannon. So maybe he got a chance. I don't know. But thus far, Nick Cannon is basically Cheddar Bob. Like Cheddar Bob in Groundhog Day. You doing yourself a disservice, bruh. And I don't know that it's going to further the careers of Clips, Conceited, and Hitman. I really don't think so. To be quite honest, like they getting dumped on, man. And like I understand, like I ain't seen Clip say much, so I don't know. But Hitman Holler, I just seen some of the tweets, and like he hurt. He feel bad, and you can tell. And I would too. Like it's they cooking them niggas, man. Y'all don't understand. You know. Oh, and my bad, man. Killer, call up, bro. It's 216. Fuck 539. Oh damn. I got to look at the number myself. My bad, but hey, you know what, man? That's one thing. The older I get, the worse my memory is. And it be for well, I don't really like give this number out, but like once a week, so it's not that I damn. Oh, it's not that I would really kind of remember it, to be honest, but it's 5390659. So my bad on that one. Yeah, hit me up though, Killer. Holla at me. I want to know your thoughts on this, cause I got some other shit to go through too. I really Killer. What's happening? Yeah, I can hear you. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Is this chill? Oh, what's good, bruh? Shit, man. I'm sitting up here talking to myself about this Eminem versus Nick Cannon. I mean, first off, like Eminem still living off of his reputation. Do I think that he got the potential to just Nick Cannon making it so easy though? And hold on one second, I think this Killer right here. Yeah, Nick Cannon just making it so fucking easy. What's up, Killer? All right, so we got Killer, we got K-Chill in the building. Oh, and if y'all don't know, man, you listening out there, man, K-Chill is a fucking legend, man. Look him up. Uh, was actually doper. Yes. Take a shot. I don't think that's M though, cause like I heard that shit today too, and certain parts was dope and certain parts was okay, but when I read the comments, like everybody basically was like, man, that's not him. That's like an impersonator. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. And you know what? That's the fucking sad part. Like I agree with you. Like oh damn, my bad, man. I had us fucking muted. I'm wondering why.
Oh,
Right, like they can only hear me. Ain't that a bitch? My bad. I did. I'm.
it's all good.
Thank you, Soul Vival. I appreciate that. You know, other people just dipped on a nigga. He didn't say shit. It's like, damn. You know, it's like I'm talking to myself, like having a whole fucking conversation, and other people should be there. But my bad. Go ahead, chill. I think we should be good now. Hello. All
No,
right.
I'm still here. You cut. You muted him again or something?
No, I just unmuted the Skype on the OBS, but I didn't even actually touch the Skype at all. So,
Oh shit.
you know, can you hear us both now, Soul Vival? Are we good? Say something, Killer.
What's going on? Something.
All right, yeah, we should be good right now.
Well,
You know, but yeah, man.
yeah, I can hear it on YouTube. I can hear it on the YouTube.
Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, good. And shout out to you, Soul Vival. How you doing? You know, how's the Survivor shit going on? Cause I'm screwed. Like I'm gonna be honest. Like I think I've told y'all before though, but like the shit hit the fan like that, man. Just go ahead and shoot me and get it out the way, so y'all don't have to be carrying dead weight. Cause I'm not going. I'm not any good to anybody, bruh. I'm being honest, man. I'm old. I'm tired. You know, like, bruh, just put me out the pasture, cause you know, we got to climb some mountains, man. I'm not even gonna make it.
Damn, son.
All right, I
You gotta
smoke.
at least try.
I smoke. Like, look, bro. You got to make a practical decision when the shit hit the fan, bro. You really do. You know, and some of us got to go. I might be that, you know, like it's unfortunate, but it's in a certain way, it's a merciful thing, because the most vulnerable are your elderly, your women, and your children. Well, the elderly of that bunch are absolutely the most vulnerable. And
So just shut them down.
me personally, no, I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying, like, I'm old, bro. Like I would be okay with that for me personally, not for anybody else, but just for me. Yeah, like
Right.
if I know I'm gonna hold the team down, man, no, man. You know, do what you gotta do.
Fuck that. Come get me. I'm having an asthma attack, nigga. Come get me. I want to go where y'all niggas going.
Oh, nigga, this shit. Wait till I go to sleep, nigga, and just put one in me, bro. Bow right in the back of my head. I don't even know it.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm just saying. If you go, we can barter cigarettes and alcohol. See, hey, you know what? Hey, I really don't drink much. Now, Miss Careers, we do have to have a little wine, and she don't really drink much either. But we do like to have a glass of wine.
Yeah.
You know, but them cigarettes, yes. You know, I'll be out there swapping them boys like I'm in the joint. I'm not even gonna front, bro. You know, and I thought I changed that. Yeah, I did. Okay. Sometimes I forget how the delay is on YouTube.
Yeah, it's a little bit behind.
Yeah, like I'm switching shit on the screen. I'll switch some on the screen, and I'm like, damn, did I switch it? I had to go back to the OBS just to check it and shit. And y'all know I can't really share this shit. So if you are in a generous mood tonight, share the show. There we go. Yeah, see, right on time. I seen that shit on YouTube. I got excited. My bad. But I also President Trump. I'm not even gonna show no picture of your ass. That's an unnecessary thing right there. But you got impeached, bro, from what I'm hearing. I ain't get a chance to verify it myself. And it doesn't mean you're gonna lose your job. I'm fully aware of that.
Right.
But if true, for the rest of ever, you will always be known as one of the few presidents that got impeached. And here, let me throw a little salt in the wound. Obama got reelected, and they didn't even talk about impeaching him, and they hated his guts.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how stupid, from your racist standpoint, a white person would have to be to come right after a brother and get impeached? That's gotta hurt.
But at the same time, I don't think that motherfucker actually gives a shit because he knows it's not, oh, they're going to kick me out because I got impeached. It don't work that way. So I don't think he gives a fuck.
He gives a fuck, man.
He might wear that shit as a badge of honor because he's just that much of an asshole.
No, he gives a fuck, man. At the end of the day, when you aspire to that level of office, it is because you're thinking of your legacy. They all do.
And he's like the rest of the presidents we've had.
Egotistically
I don't know
wise,
if he gives a fuck.
Actually,
I don't know.
He gives a shit, bruh. Or he wouldn't be as openly petty as he is. Like, that shit be hurting his feelings, bruh. Like, he thinks the world should love him. Like, he actually believes he is the best thing that ever happened to mankind. I'm certain of it. So for anybody to disagree with that, it's just completely out of his realm of conceptualization. He's like a stupid version of I'm trying to think of this comedy show that I watch sometime. It is pretty fucking funny though. Sheldon. What is that show with Sheldon on it?
You talking about
I forget it every time I talk about this shit.
Big Bang Theory.
Yes, that show right there. He's like a stupid version of Sheldon. Like how Sheldon just doesn't understand social shit at all. And he just doesn't get it. And he won't. But egotistically, he wants to go down in history as, in his mind, the greatest president that ever was. And that nigga could cure cancer, erase starvation across the planet, increase the cost of living by 60 million% for everybody, and make the planet green like it was when it first came out the womb. And he's still gonna be a motherfucker that got impeached. I feel better about that.
That's cool.
Yeah, I do.
That's cool.
I'm not a fan of that guy, man. I really am not.
I wouldn't think you would be, but I still don't think the motherfucker give a fuck. I'm just saying.
I get where you're coming from with that, though. I really do. And let me play this video too. I need y'all opinion on this shit right here. And let me make sure I got this right. So turn on your YouTube and mute us on the Skype and check this out, Killer.
Yes,
She ready? All right. Damn, I got a surprise for that ass on your birthday. You looking hella good too.
Thank you.
Shit, damn. Hold on. Don't be picking. I got it. Hold on, don't be picking now. Hold on. There you go. Surprise, baby. Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah.
Did you pack my things?
Hell yeah, Hubert. You been cheating on me with Hubert.
He's just a friend.
Yeah, nah, he ain't no friend.
You really want to do
Nah,
this
he
on
ain't
my
no
birthday?
friend. I don't give a damn about your birthday. You been cheating on me with a dude named Hubert. I'll be damned. Here go your stuff. It's already packed. Get your stuff and get the hell out my house. Cheat on me with a dude named Hubert. Get the hell out of my house.
Cheat on me with a dude named Hubert. That is low key kind of offensive. For some reason, I'm not sure why, but it just screams like, wow, that guy is really corny. He might not be. Might be the coolest guy of all time, but Hubert is just a horrible name to have. I'm sorry if your name is Hubert.
For sure.
It just does. Yeah.
Hey, I can't knock the behavior. Yo, if he felt like it was popping like that and he got some hard evidence, get your shit and get the fuck up out of here. Happy birthday.
See, she thought of herself even at that moment. She thought of herself first. And exactly, that's a good question. So, like, how did she know off rip that was her stuff? Like, she didn't unpack, she didn't unwrap anything. She just knew that was her shit. And her main concern was, you doing this on my birthday. Like, you supposed to get a pass for I should get a pass for fucking around on you because it's my birthday. What type of shit is that?
Right.
I mean, you know what? They both was trying to get some attention. I would agree with that. But I also agree with the way he went about doing that shit. I just do. And that's true. Like, you can't trust any, most of these videos. But it brings up an interesting thing because even though whether that's a real or a fake video, that's a real scenario.
That's a real scenario, and that's some shit I would do for sure.
Yeah. You can say what you want. People would be like, you just move on. No, sometimes you want to be, you need a little petty to come out to make you feel better about the hurt that has been pushed upon you through no fault of your own.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, let's say this scenario is true. There were so many steps before they got to this point. There were steps, more than likely, before she started fucking with Hubert. Now, it may not have been a result of anything that he was doing or not doing, but it was things that he ignored, I guarantee you.
But
go ahead, bro.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't even go fuck Hubert though.
That is true. Like, at least, and especially Hubert, man. Lie to me about that nigga name. like, get that nigga a real strong name. Like, I envision that nigga being 6'9". Like, some crazy shit. Hubert, I feel oh man, yeah, that right there would really bother me, and I don't know why.
Could you imagine telling the homie that, like, yo, yeah, she was stepping out with this nigga named Hubert and shit. I'm going to kill that nigga tonight. Like, that doesn't even sound right.
I would not say that, though. Actually, I take that back. I probably would. I'd be like, can you believe this? She fucking a nigga named Hubert. Yes, yes, I would. And again, if you happen to listen to this and your name is Hubert, first off, leave a comment. Prove that shit. Secondly, my bad.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Yo, and where is Carmen Dub in the building? I ain't seen Carmen. Actually, she was listening yesterday when I couldn't pay attention. But
Mm.
yeah, that it be like that sometimes. But yeah, I think that is a good teaching. You know, like sometimes we stop listening to our significant others unintentionally. You know, life just you will get in a relationship rut, and I hate to be on my Derek Jackson. Actually, y'all already know, man. I'll be on my Derek Jackson shit sometime. But you get into a relationship rut, and it's like y'all going through the motions, and that's just dangerous if you let it just go too long. You know, so every once in a while you gotta do some shit. You know, can't stop listening to the person that you love, and I don't mean what they saying. You know, what you already know. Just saying. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. That was free.
Yo, so how did that interview with Dr. Inky go? Because that's a homie right there.
That was actually it was actually pretty hilarious, man, and that nigga was dropping some knowledge.
For sure, yeah.
Now a lot of that shit flew way over my head. It's like I'm not even gonna lie, yeah, you know, but a lot of it I got because of my background and what I do for a living. So it was an interesting theory. I look at it as theoretical because I don't know that you can actually prove whether you believe it without a shadow of a doubt. But I don't know if you can prove to, like, say somebody else, okay, I have quantified our souls.
Right.
Like, you could tell me, but I want you to be able to show me. I need to be able to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? And not the numbers of it. Like, don't show me a big ass chalkboard full of numbers and shit. Show me how those numbers are applied. Like, can you make that shit? You know, I'm just because everybody not wired like that. You know, some people see life through numbers and shit. I'm not one of those people. I used to be until I got a smartphone, and then I became just a straight idiot.
That happens.
Yeah, man. Like, oh my god, man. The cell phones is the worst thing that ever happened. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I remember when the motherfuckers when you had if you had one of them cell phones in a bag, oh, you was a god.
With the strap and all that shit.
Yes, bro.
The big ass battery pack. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, and motherfuckers be looking at the what is that? The Zach cell phone from Saved by the Bell. They be like, yeah, that's like a lot of people believe that's like the first cell phone. It's not.
Oh no. Oh no.
But man, when that came out, that shit was like seeing the car for the first time. Like, that shit was, oh my god. Like, wow, what is that? Like, I'm trying to think if I remember actually literally seeing it like the first time. It might have been one of the dope boys in the neighborhood. Actually, it was. And I think them boys was like $2,000 back then. Which is a lot of fucking money back then. To go from that to a phone I can carry in my pocket that I can talk to somebody in China instantly. That's some crazy shit, bro.
Plus, anything that you can imagine is at your fingertips. All you got to do is look it up, and boom, there it is.
So let me ask you this. So since we own this shit, and so Vital, you might have you I think you'll have a good answer for this too. Like, as far as technological advancements, do you think that during our lifetime we've had more than the Industrial Revolution?
I wouldn't say yeah. I just think that a lot of old ideas got simplified and probably enhanced, but as far as being brand new ideas, nah.
I think that we've got a couple things during our lifetime that have changed the world completely. But I think like during the Industrial Revolution, because like you saying that they had the ability to be first, but they also, they came up with some world changing shit on that was ridiculous at the time. Like, can you imagine? Like, you at the crib, you've been riding a horse all your fucking life. You stink. You've been on a farm and you see somebody driving a car.
Right.
For the first time ever. Like, can you fucking imagine? Like, that's a goddamn spaceship to you.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah. The fucking, like, we talking about cell phones, like, the first fucking phone. Like you remember I mean, we don't remember it, but like, can you imagine like the first person like ever to have a phone in your house, like ever? That's got to be dope as fuck.
Yeah.
I think that as far as
and how many people still have a house phone nowadays on some real life shit?
Actually, I do. Well, I don't know if it works anymore.
You do, but that's for a specific reason.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you got a point there. But how long did that, was that run? Like, the internet, like, will forever be here. I don't think that'll ever go anywhere in some shape, fashion, or form. They may have more control of it government-wise. I'm certain of it at some point. But it ain't gonna go nowhere. So that has changed the course of humanity. But the same can be said for cars. The impact that trains had is fucking phenomenal. Although it was short lived when you on the grand scheme of things. Fucking airplanes. Like that right there, that invention changed humanity forever.
Yeah, because everything that you were doing with boats, you can do on a plane, and it's a whole lot quicker than trying to ship some shit from overseas to America or vice versa, where on a plane it's a matter of hours. Boat, you talking about days or weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But as far as like, and actually what boats, that's like thousands of years old. But like the plane, yeah, that definitely like has altered the course, period. Like even when we start going through space consistently. And speaking of that, like people be talking about the one thing I will say about Trump with that space this space program. It sounds dumb as fuck. But the fact that we haven't had that, to me, bothers me.
Yes.
I think that we should have like a space part of the military. That's just me personally. We should be going out here seeing what's, actively searching to see what the fuck is out there. Because if we think we the only motherfuckers in the galaxy, then I don't know what to tell you. That's just some egotistical shit. Somewhere, somehow out there is some other being. And it's more than one of them. I'm just saying, I don't get that argument, as far as that is concerned. Yes, we should have whatever he called it, a space force. It's a corny ass name, but I get I get the ideology behind it. And
Space force, that's dope.
Yeah, and selfishly, Like him or whoever's the president at the time get to leave this bitch when it's about to blow up on our dime. I would do that shit if I was president.
I'm pretty sure that's already in place. Just saying.
You think?
I think because even though the government doesn't have a space program, they still fucking with NASA like serious. So I'm pretty sure they got a way to get that bastard up out of here.
I bet you right, and I bet you it's on the moon. Cause apparently we went to the moon like what, once, twice? Like actually to the moon?
Something like that.
Like,
yeah.
Which is so unwhite people. I'm sorry. So unrich white people. Usually when they conquer some shit, they put up hotels, they put up spas, they turn a little island that just had, people that love the island and been there for thousands of years into a whole fucking resort. Well, y'all had a whole fucking planet that you got to first.
Mm-hmm.
And we ain't go back. We ain't no trips to the moon. Like you would think that right now, I'd be like, bruh, I'm going to the moon in February. And that just actually be a thing.
You when I get back.
Exactly.
Right.
Like how many years ago was that? And we only went back once. So either you hiding some shit up there, or you saw some shit at the time, or you didn't go at all. So you may be right about that one. That I never thought about that too. Like that's some real shit to consider.
Yeah.
We've had space stations for how many years? Like probably 50 years now, right? I don't know. What is this? 2000? At least. Like, yeah.
So that would be the 60s. Absolutely, by the 60s.
Right. So what the fuck are they doing up there? Like, what are these experiments that y'all be? Yeah, every year they say, we sent 7 cosmonauts and 22 astronauts to the space station for a year. They're gonna do some research. Every fucking year they go, they doing research. They never come back and say what the research was. I need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you might be right. So he might be. And of course, like the only problem I got with Trump doing a Space Force, quote unquote, is that he's a moron. And like he gonna try to cut corners. He's not gonna pay motherfuckers. It's gonna turn, it's gonna be the cheapest planes he can find. It's just not gonna go well. But you get somebody with some actual know-how and some talent and willing to work with NASA, I could see that. Why not? We should have a Space Force. I just call it some shit. Yeah. Anyway.
But him personally being tied into Russia, they still, and they never shut down. So I'm pretty sure he got some homies over there that might be like, "Yo, we can get you up out of here."
Yeah, but they lying. I'm pretty sure he believe it though.
They lying.
I mean, the shit hit the fan. They gonna be like, "Oh man, that's fucked up."
What you gonna do?
Right. Like he right about Putin though. Like that dude ain't no joke over there.
At all.
Yeah, you got to be some type of monster to be like. And no disrespect to them, I don't want them being mad at me, but you got to be some type of beast to get to lead the country over there.
And that nigga got a Super Bowl ring.
Hey, why this nigga do a photo shoot every year? And he do the weirdest shit, man. Like I don't know what channel I'm watching, man. One of them news channels. And they had this montage of this motherfucker's yearly photo spread.
Yeah. And he always got his fucking shirt off and all that shit. Yeah.
Yes. Like, what are you doing, bro? I get the ideology. I'm strong. But really, bro, like, you overcompensating. Like, that is too much.
Man, you're like, I'm still out here, cuz. It's not stopping.
Oh, and what was he playing? Was he playing soccer or something? Somebody accidentally, like, tripped his ass. Oh, my God. and they had it on film, I bet you that nigga dead right now. No disrespect.
Oh,
to
definitely. Definitely.
But,
Rest in peace to the homie. It was a mistake. Rest in peace to the homie.
Right. Oh my God. That's so true, man. But hey, man, he had one picture like he's playing polo or some shit like that. And it's like I don't understand cats like that want to play games like that. Like, you know, niggas is not trying to really play. They're just trying to let you win.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't
You the greatest of all time today.
Right. I wouldn't want that shit. Like, don't you get bored of just I scored, 74 goals in 2
Right,
minutes.
in soccer, come on, man.
Yeah, like, it just, I don't know, man. I guess some of those people haven't seen the other side of life, and they don't understand that the other side of life is not a result of what people are not doing. Like, it's people out here working 2 and 3 fucking jobs, man, just to make ends meet.
Yeah, but the type of personality that comes with those kind of people, they enjoy watching people submit to them, especially people that they view as powerful. Like, an athlete is powerful. They're viewed everywhere. People believe in them, and they go to see them, and they spend their money on them. So if this great athlete is willing to punk himself because I'm that nigga, that kind of mentality, they feed off of that kind of shit.
Yeah. And it's like a delicate balance. Like, people can say what they want, oh, them athletes, they should do this and they should do this. You work at McDonald's, bruh. And your boss talk to everybody like shit. No disrespect that you work at McDonald's, but the disparity of what you are able to do with your income as opposed to that random player in the league, and y'all exhibiting the same behavior towards your employer.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. Like he probably, if things were optimal, would give a good chunk of what he's making back to the community. That would be dope. Just my 2 cents. But that, again, that's some optimal shit, and people assholes. To keep it a stack.
Yeah, but
myself,
a lot of these athletes have never been taught how to handle money, especially when you come from a lot of the situations that the top-notch athletes that we know, the situations that they come from, they don't know shit about handling money.
Well, that's true too. But at what point do you stop blaming other people for taking advantage? Like, now an athlete can pull up his contract and or have an attorney and himself look over the contract word by word on Skype.
Yeah, that's true.
Like is it the athlete?
Yeah, but at the same time, you have a copy of your contract. Even back in the day, you could have had a sit down with your lawyer and had that conversation.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you got a point. But it makes a difference too as far as what sport you in. The NFL, man, like they really they really need the discipline. And even the cats making a lot of money, they even more discipline. Cause you could be making, technically, you got a $5 million signing bonus. You sign up in August. They cut your ass at the end of the season. You keep that $5 million, but you was spending like you was gonna get that $5 million again.
Mm-hmm.
And now you not. That's totally different. Like in the NBA, you may get traded,
but your shit is guaranteed, buddy.
Yeah, you're gonna get your money. So you spend like you're gonna get your money. Which even then you shouldn't, but they got more of an ability to bounce back from an L.
Mm-hmm.
You know, unless you like the number 1 draft pick in the NFL or some shit like that, and you happen to be a quarterback.
Yeah, then it's a wrap. If it doesn't work out, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
But with the NFL athletes, and you see that more and more now, they're pushing for more guaranteed money in the contract.
They are.
Just because that shit say $100 million does not mean $100 million. What is your guaranteed money? That's what you taking home. The other shit you never gonna get.
I mean, you know what? You have to play it like you're never gonna get it, and then if you get it, that shit's a bonus.
There are so few people that actually get the full value of that contract because there's so many stipulations for those escalators to kick in. Because all the rest of that shit is escalators.
That's why I tell motherfuckers, man, be a kicker.
Because you can do it forever.
Bruh, you can be a kicker for 30 years.
Right.
Especially now, like niggas missing kicks. Like Vinatieri missed like 74 kicks this season. To the point they shut him down. Like, but he been playing since, I don't know, like I was in diapers or some shit. Like, dude's been playing forever. Like,
right, and he's not making quarterback money, but he's making a lot more than running backs are.
Yeah, but you think about it though, like say Vinatieri, especially because he was Vinatieri, but let's say a dude like kind of a good kicker, but not a great kicker. He ain't had a moments to be clutch, but he can kick. Okay, so he make about $700,000 a year, but he work and make $700,000 a year for 30 years. He living a nice, comfortable life. Everything is paid off. He don't really need the Lamborghini, but he bought him a nice little Ferrari just to keep in the garage. You know, he got the little trinkets. The wife and the kids is paid for and good. You know, whereas let's say you a number 1 quarterback, you get a $20 million signing bonus. And your name is Ryan Leaf. Right.
We going there because okay.
I'm just saying, like, and you flame the fuck out of the league though. That's what that's my point.
Yeah.
He spent that $20 million, like he was going, like he was going to keep getting $20 million. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he broke, but.
Ooh, Ryan Leaf? No. Yeah, that nigga's fucked up.
Is he?
Like if he didn't have that ESPN job, that nigga would be fucked up right now. The money's gone.
Oh.
He spent that on drugs. The money's gone.
I bet he got
like even when he was a college coach, he was selling painkillers from the players on the team.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
As a
he
coach?
got kicked. As a coach, yeah. He was like a quarterback's coach for some small school, and he was breaking in their apartments and stealing their painkillers. Real life shit.
Are you serious, bro?
Very serious. Yes, sir.
Oh, that is crazy. I did not know that, man. That is the first time and yet he's on. You say he's on ESPN.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah. And let me see if I can get this right. The Queen, Ifakimi. I hope I got that right. I was trying, man. I have actually been trying to work on that for like a day.
Hey, man, that's all you can do is try, man. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Let me ask you this. The best cartoon ever. I say.
Best cartoon ever.
Yes.
Woo.
The best cartoon ever. Tom and Jerry got to be consideration.
Now, mad niggas is going to boo you because they're going to be like, yo, Tom and Jerry was racist, nigga.
It was. Well, thank you. She said, well done. Appreciate that, Queen. It like a lot of shit is racist, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. And there is some racist shit that I was like, okay, that was some racist shit, but that was fucking funny. Not gonna lie. I guess I'm weird, you know. But Tom and Jerry, classic wise, bruh, like they had the epitome of the good and the evil in both. The fight, the struggle was real. It was ongoing, and it was on motherfucking sight. You know, forever. Thundercats, now,
For sure. For sure.
Thundercats.
Yes, sir. But you gotta
Oh,
remember, I'm a little bit younger than you are. So for me, in that time period, that was that shit at that time. It was Thundercats and G.I. Joe, nigga.
GI Joe was
And
that
for
deal.
me as a kid, yeah.
GI Joe was that deal. You know, the Transformers, the cartoon back in the day. Oh, it was some
The
revolutionary
'80s,
shit.
yeah. Not that '90s shit. That '80s shit though, yeah.
Yes, yes. That. Oh my god, that was the joint back then. But I'm trying to think. Like, if you want to really talk about a cartoon that just, uh, oh, you ain't gotta be sorry, Soul Bible. X-Men, your all-time favorite? Okay,
X-Men, that's what's up. All right.
that's a okay. That's a good one right there. You know,
But
that's
see,
a
I even go back to like you said, Transformers. Voltron was that shit to me, but I was a little nigga then. I love Voltron.
Voltron was okay. Voltron was like some shit that okay, you turn on if you was bored. Looney Tunes. Yes, that got actually I tell you what, I take it back. Number one of all time gotta be Sponge motherfucking Bob.
No, nigga,
Are
no,
you kidding me? You are
no.
tripping. SpongeBob revolutionized the cartoon game, man. He brought it back to the essence of what cartooning should be. Silly
That
shit.
shit is
It,
irritating.
man, oh my god, man. SpongeBob. Oh. And remember, damn, what movie was that? Yeah, SpongeBob gotta be number one. Okay, number one. Oh, come on, y'all tripping, man. SpongeBob is that deal, and that's just hilarious. You know,
See, I tried to tell you.
you know what? Y'all gotta work on y'all chakra. You know, and yes, I only have one, and maybe that's why I have an affinity to SpongeBob. You know, uh, the regular show. I the regular show of SpongeBob. I'm not sure. I have no clue what.
No, it's a cartoon called The Regular Show.
Oh no, I never heard on that one.
It's from the same era, probably as SpongeBob, maybe a little bit later, but in that same era.
Man, SpongeBob like is a legend though, man. Like SpongeBob, as far as marketing, notoriety, like he got up there with like Bugs Bunny.
See, and I'm one of them people when something gets too popular, I can't fuck with it no.
I feel you on that, but his popularity has not gone anywhere.
No, it's a sustainable product. All day will be for many years to come.
It has,
I can't fuck.
and he has put out some hilarious shit, man. And since we gonna go there, man, you know what else? There's some other shit, man. And it's damn, I didn't even think about the whole fucking other world, man. Because if you really want to talk about it, like the Simpsons, as far as giving other cartoon makers the ability to be like, yeah, I'm about to make a cartoon. Yes, can't forget the fucking Boondocks. I fucking forgot the Boondocks. There we go. I'm not gonna say number one, and for this, they'll be number one for me, but of all time, no.
Yeah, but he said Beavis and Butthead too. I fucked with that.
Beavis and Butthead is, yeah, I fucks with Beavis and Butthead, but like they didn't have no staying power. Like Beavis and Butthead right now is stupid. You know, like I could watch the first Simpsons and still laugh my ass off.
I can't lie to you, cousin. I was watching Beavis and Butthead on like Wednesday on some real live shit. On some real live shit.
Hey, well, that's just you, bro. But like for me, like Beavis and Butthead was funny a couple of times, you know. But it was not like let me turn on Beavis and Butthead. It was like I'm flicking the channel they on. I watch for a few minutes. The Simpsons, I'm like turning. Okay, what time is it? Oh, they on. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna watch The Simpsons. You know, fucking
yeah. But the
Family
Simpsons
Guy.
had Sunday night on lock. Especially when it first came out, they had Sunday night on lock. There was no competition for that, and it was as a concept, it was so innovative. It wasn't the picture of the perfect family. They was all fucked up.
That's why they got
You didn't
Sunday.
get that in the cartoon.
They didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't have Sunday on lock because you know it was like the ideal day. They got Sunday because they didn't think that shit was gonna last.
Nah, but home run. They still making that shit. I don't watch it anymore. It got corny after a while, but the first half of that Simpsons era was dope. It was dope.
Yeah, and I kind of would like to see them grow up. I know it's a cartoon and that's not realistic, you know, but I kind of would like. I wish they would like make a Simpsons movie that was like him turning into his old man, but not, you know, his old man still there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that would just be ridiculous. And y'all know I can't multitask, so I'm trying to see if I can find a picture for like. Oh, here we go, right here. I'm trying to change the screen image, but I realized that I had no thoughts about talking about cartoons earlier today. So,
You about to put up a SpongeBob picture, cuz?
Huh? I am not.
You about to? Oh, okay. All right.
No, but I do. And it actually it makes sense too. And where is that? Oh man. Tom and Jerry, best cartoon ever. Agreed. All time favorite cartoon show. Shit just happened to be whoever. Shout out to whoever I stole that from, man. My bad, but I was in a pickle. Yeah, Beavis and Butthead is what you watched when you came home drunk and couldn't get up to change the channel. That is a fact right there. Like that. That's let me see if I can get. I'm not sure who this is, but let me see if I can get you in on the conversation. You know, we've been having a situation. Maybe. I don't know. And I was thinking about, yo, what's good?
Yo, what's good, bro?
Shit, you all right, bro?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Well, it's Friday 13th, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling for the night, man. I'm good.
All right, bro.
What's good, cousin Rome? You don't sound like your usual self. What's happening?
Nah, man. I'm good, man. I'm good.
All right.
All right.
So we've been
Crazy
chopping
day.
it up. I know about it. That's why I'm about to switch topics, bro, because we about to get you out that funk, man. We gonna fuck Friday the 13th, man. We gonna ride this shit right, bro. Best cartoon, bro, ever.
Ever?
And so far, we got the Boondocks, South Park. I'm telling you, SpongeBob is so y'all sleeping on SpongeBob. The Thundercats.
Not at all.
Simpsons, Beavis and Butthead.
No Family Guy?
Actually, we hadn't got to that part yet, though.
Like, Family Guy's up there, my nigga. Like, Family Guy's better than The Simpsons.
It is. It actually.
Yeah, they took it to the next level, definitely.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And I mean, if we're gonna talk about racist, man, Family Guy's fucking racist, bro.
That shit.
Yo, racism is funny. Like, yo, that's what
That's what I was saying earlier. Like, some shit just be funny to me, man.
Racism is fucking. Yo, listen. You know, like, listen, like black people do got big lips. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just funny. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay,
yo,
yeah. I don't like that type of shit, man.
I think mad Asian niggas that really can't drive. That's just fucking funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen white boys with mullets who probably smashed their cousins. That's just funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate niggas. I hate people who just super uptight, yo, and can't like even recognize some of that shit, man. Like, that shit's fucking hilarious, my nigga.
I would agree with you on some of it. Some of it, I'd be like, nah, bro, that's too fucking far. But I can't say that I've ever said like Family Guy's just always been fucking hilarious to me, man. The Cleveland show was fucking funny too.
Cleveland show was funny.
Like, that's so underrated. But not even close to the discussion of like best cartoon ever. You know, like Family Guy, like to me, like would definitely be top 10. Definitely like
when you say Transformers or
yep.
Turtles, nigga, like you missing mad shit, yo. Silverhawk, He-Man, nigga.
Hey man, like Teenage Mutant Turtles is so fucking overrated, man. Like,
yo, wow.
You gotta stop with that bullshit, bro. Like,
yo, wow.
Fucking turtles in a sewer with a fucking
right. But Josh, how old was you at that time?
Man, who
For
cares?
real, you was like 16, 17, some shit like that.
That's the beautiful thing. Like a great. The only thing that, well, I won't say the only thing, but one of the things that should define like who could be one of the greatest cartoons ever is, can you watch this cartoon with like your 5-year-old and your mother, and y'all all be cracking up at the same cartoon?
I turn on SpongeBob around my mother. She might punch the fuck out of me on some real shit, and you keep pushing that.
Okay, I could be wrong.
So what are you really saying?
I could be wrong. You know, I'm just introducing SpongeBob to the possibilities because of the impact that SpongeBob has had on the cartoon game.
SpongeBob is actually funny.
SpongeBob is funny.
I can't fuck with it.
So it ain't just me then.
You know it's a funny ass show though, bro. That niggas don't know about for real that I watching my kids. Actually, I got one. Regular show. It's fucking hilarious.
Somebody said that earlier, yeah.
Yes, they did.
Yo, regular show is fucking hilarious, bro. Where like I could watch. Me and my kids used to watch regular show all the time, yo. Like, man, that shit's funny as fuck. Anybody you ever get a chance, you know what I'm saying? Watch regular show. Regular show is funny as shit.
Yeah, see, now I'm gonna have to watch it. Scooby-Doo, they did their thing, but Scooby-Doo was just like Scooby-Doo was like a 2-year cartoon, basically. You know, because it's the same same shit every show.
Regular show is kind of like a spoof of Scooby-Doo, but in their own way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what is that on? Like the Disney Network or some shit?
Cartoon Network.
All right. Oh shit! Then I can get that shit. It's free. Well, it ain't free, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, niggas ain't say Dragon Ball Z. Like,
Dragon Ball Z for sure.
I mean,
but I can go a step further and go back to Dragon Ball before Dragon Ball Z.
Stop it with that shit, man. Y'all niggas gonna be talking about Dungeons and Dragons in a minute, man. It's the same shit. I had to stop with this anime.
Definitely is not the same shit. Nowhere near the same shit.
Oh my god, man. Y'all gotta
nowhere near.
Man. Y'all niggas gonna be talking about Ouija boards and Dungeons and Dragons. I ain't on that shit.
I don't know shit about that. But Dragon Ball was the shit.
That was for just the alternative kids in the other schools.
Man, everybody knows Dragon Ball. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I know what y'all talking about, man. No, the Smurfs was lit though.
Well, I fuck with it. Yeah.
Although very creepy too. Like you gotta admit.
Smurf had one hoe that everybody smacked.
Yeah. They, yeah.
Like, yo, that. Yo, it's true.
Everybody was running through Smurfette. Damn, that's fucked up.
Not everybody, man.
Everybody, except for the baby, except for Baby Smurf.
And like okay, so she had Baby Smurf by who?
They don't know. They ain't had DNA test back then.
Yeah, that's everybody kid, nigga.
That's a community baby.
Yeah, that's
a community baby. We just gonna raise them.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god. The Flintstones and the Jetsons. Although two dope cartoons, I would not consider either.
Ass, my man.
Yeah.
George Jetson was a bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Who got bitched by a midget nigga with a Hitler mustache.
That's true. That's what it looked like. That's true.
Oh my goodness. I think I saw the tick. I'm trying to think.
The Flintstones were cool. Like the Flintstones was alright. Like when I used to work with this nigga, yo, and no bullshit, yo. He had. I'm about to inbox you this picture right now, dog. Yo, you gotta show this shit. This nigga got the biggest fucking head I've ever seen in my life. Like the Great Gazoo, my nigga. Like he got like I swear to God, yo, I'm about to find this shit. Hold on. I'm about to inbox this shit to you.
Oh, come on, bro. Like I ain't trying to work no more.
Is his name Hubert?
You got
Oh.
no.
Oh yeah, we did play that clip too. Yeah, you missed it. You missed that conversation, bro. What time? Yeah, okay, so we still gonna have time for that. But damn, where was we? The tick. Yeah, I'm not. Nah. Yeah, definitely not the Jetsons. The Flintstones low key was trash. Like let's be honest.
Oh.
Like it had a couple of good moments, but it was some sexist shit. Niggas, kids running around with big ass clubs. Shit was just eating fucking whole ass dinosaurs at one time. It was unhealthy. It was unsanitary. It was unfucking sick.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Yo, but what was wrong with the nigga Barney eyes though? Was he blind? Like what the fuck? What was up with that?
Hey man, hey.
The nigga Barney sniffed coke, man.
Allegedly. Like we can't say I don't know like how that worked. Like legally we get sued for fucking slandering a damn cartoon. It's possible, so allegedly. Oh my goodness.
Hey yo. Hey Killer. Hey yo, wait till this nigga see this picture, yo. Like I'm gonna just count down.
Like why?
It's like
bro?
that.
I mean, like I don't get it, man.
That shit look like Megamind, my
nigga. We're not gonna go that far, man. I'm not. You know,
Hey,
why? Like, why are you rolling around with this dude's picture with you?
Nigga, I snuck this picture because this nigga would not let anybody, you know what I'm saying? So you see, yo, show that shit to Killer, yo.
Okay, but that didn't answer the question, though, bro.
Nigga, that's like the ninth wonder of the world, my nigga. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, are you crazy?
Oh, the ninth wonder of the world. Okay, now the picture's up there. So now we have embarrassed this man for the rest of his life. I'm sorry.
Wham.
I'm sorry.
And he's still trying to hang on to the hair too, son. What? Oh, no, cuz.
Bruh, like, it's nothing wrong with trying to hang on to the hair, man. Like, come on, bro. Y'all gotta...
Let that shit go. I got that problem too. Let that shit go.
Yeah. But you gotta think about it. Yes, we are. We are absolutely wrong, Soul Bible, and I'm about to change that back too. But I do, and the reason I showed that and not because Rome asked me to, was because I wanted to make a deeper point. Like I have walked out the house and looked like that. I'm not even gonna lie, because I was too lazy to cut my fucking hair that day. And I looked and I looked bad. And I knew I looked bad, but I was out the house already, and I was not about to go back in the house. Had to go to work, or I was going to the store, or whatever the fuck, you know. Like, so, like, you can catch anybody on a fucked up ass day.
Nah, me, even if I ain't cut my shit, I got a hat on. You're not about to see that. But my man's head is magnanimous. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, yo. If that nigga, yo, you know how boxers got, that nigga got registered his motherfucking cranium, yo. Like,
right.
You know what boxers got registered their hands?
Man, why do I have to be the source of reason?
Like, he should be like the most intelligent man in the world on some real shit. You see the seriousness on that nigga's face?
Oh, man.
He was doing like quadratic equations off in that bitch.
I know I had to remove
that picture.
Soul Vibe made me feel bad.
Yo,
I was already feeling some type of way. I shouldn't do it. I was. It was a moral dilemma for me, and now Soul Vibe has made
motherfucker.
Yeah, Soul Vibe has made me realize the error.
People, hey, yo, like that's not like you can show that picture, and the first thing a nigga's gonna know is how big that nigga's head is. Like, nigga, we not dating nothing outside of the fucking obvious. Like, nigga got big ass head. Like, I got big ass teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like I got like
right.
So the fuck what?
It's like when that nigga had the picture going around, the nigga with the giant neck. Nobody feel bad for that nigga. You got an alligator neck. Like, it is what it is.
Fact. Like, nah, man, like, yo, fuck it. The nigga got a big ass head. So what? Like that's a fact. I'm not saying any. It'd be different if we was fabricating something. It's not fabricated. That's real shit. Like, he got the alien skull.
Yeah, but like he can't help that. You know, like that's not something he did to himself.
Yeah, but
he was just born.
But then
like
the
that.
hairline to the back of your head ain't helping that joint neither. You gotta have some self-awareness about what you're doing. Your dome is already like 3x, and you got like 5 pieces of hair on that joint. Like, let that shit go, cuz.
And not to mention, like, you can tell that they blew this picture up. Yes, they did, man. Or either that, or you was like 1 inch away from the dude's face.
Listen, that shit is no zoom. That's no zoom. No nothing. I promise you, that shit is not fabricated. There's no Photoshop on that shit.
Okay, all I'm saying is like you can tell by like how close the camera is.
No, nigga, that's how big his fucking head is. I'm telling you.
Oh, that's right, Soul Vibe. He is probably a wonderful human being. You know?
He probably, he was cool.
Nigga do got a big ass head though. I'm not even gonna front, man. I'm not gonna lie. But no need to like kick salt in the wound.
Listen, he ain't gonna see that shit no motherfucking way.
Okay, I got a question for y'all. And
what's up?
So I'm reading this post. I see this shit to say, "Pussy is not a Christmas gift. How you gonna give somebody something that's already been opened, used, and played with?"
Hey, man, that's a
it depends on what kind of toy it is, man. There's some toys you can get a lot of life out of. You know what I'm talking about? So, it's been open before, but what is it about to do right now? How thankful is it for Christmas?
Okay, and is that diminishing? Like is that diminishing or sexualizing women? Like, shit, why shouldn't that be? Why, like, I'm trying to think
about sexualized men. Like, why the fuck does it matter?
Yeah, that's true.
Sexualized men.
But can it so it would be okay for you to be like if that was a gift for you?
No.
Look.
Now, if it's
Father's Day, what do you get on Father's Day? You get a whack ass tie, a T-shirt, or a coffee mug, right?
Right.
on your birthday, you might get that nice thing. She might do that shit that you like. So, you, like that one shit you really like that she don't even fuck with, she probably gonna do that thing because it's your birthday.
Right.
And then it's Christmas. So you talking about 2 times a year, you get to do that one shit that you really like to do. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
But see, look, this the thing though, right? Mm-hmm. Why does anytime a woman's happiness involve a man doing something that he don't want to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck? Why the fuck do I have to compromise my happiness to make you happy? Like, why can't we find a middle ground somewhere and be happy together? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's cool, but you always gonna have to do shit that's not necessarily your thing. You know, it go both ways.
Yeah, that does.
That's just how it. That's just how it is. So when Christmas come around,
happy life.
I believe that we should think that, but they should also think that about their husband.
They don't.
Well,
don't.
Not all of them, no. But there are some women that actually think that way about their husband. You haven't experienced it yet.
I'm not saying it's all of them. I'm saying it's some. But what I'm saying is, all I'm saying is this: like, happy wife, happy life means a nigga doing whatever to make you happy. But what if I'm miserable making you happy?
And some niggas is willing to do that for the rest of their life, and it's crazy.
Yeah, man, like that just don't sound fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just.
But that's not every scenario. I'm the conversation king. If it's an issue, let's talk about this. Whether it's a major one, a small one, whether it's some sex shit or some bill shit, conversation. And that's where people fuck up. They don't talk to each other no more. People don't talk to each other like they used to 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Your relationships suffer because motherfuckers don't know how to talk to each other no more.
And niggas don't got no go-to, like, slow jams no more. Like, niggas don't, like, all the best love songs, niggas say shooby-doo-wop, yo. Niggas don't even say shooby-doo-wop no more.
When the last time you seen an R&B group on some real shit? 5 niggas singing their ass off. You don't see that shit no more.
I mean, but who fault is that, though?
Society.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, like, we'll go see them at the old school shows, but that's it. Like, if they put out a new CD, we're not going to buy it.
Nah.
Like, listen, like, I went to go see I went to a Keith Sweat show, my nigga, and Keith Sweat delivered, yo. He sung all of the dope Keith Sweat shit. It wasn't no B-sides, no none of that shit. Like, I'm there to hear that shit. And I enjoy myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really want to hear no new Keith Sweat shit. I want to hear that shit.
Right. And that's where niggas fuck themselves up because they want to come and promote the new album. Don't nobody give a fuck about that. Nobody, nigga. Huh?
Yeah, but you know, it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because if you're gonna make a new album, you gotta promote it. You gotta sing it. People gotta hear it.
You gotta do one song. You got one song of that shit, and niggas want to hear the hits.
Yeah, they don't want to hear their whole album.
If you bomb at that show, who's coming to the next one?
Yeah, it's gonna be ugly.
Because the internet's gonna be like, yo, Keith was tripping. Yeah, this nigga had some of that new nigga shit. He was sounding like Jacquees or some shit over here.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah, the auto-tune popping.
Yo, Keith Sweat, it was like, Keith Sweat like a nigga with an ugly jumper, but that shit, money.
It worked.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, yo, he's like a nigga you hoop with. Yo, that got.
That's how Marion. That's how Marion joined.
Yeah. Fact.
Oh, the Bill Cartwright.
Yo, that nigga got hit, my nigga. Like, yo, that nigga did a 90-minute set. He did a 90-minute set, my nigga. And his dancer did the same fucking dance for 90 minutes. Like, he ain't do nothing else. Yo, it was like that nigga cousin or somebody, my nigga.
Damn.
But you saying you went to the Keith Sweat show. I know you poked out that night.
Oh I showed out that night. It
Okay,
was
all right. Yeah.
it was
They
yo
brought
it
out
was
the Melvin.
yo it was mint condition. It was mint condition Avant.
Oh,
It was mint condition Avant, Keith Sweat, and it was somebody else. I can't think of right offhand, but those was the bigger names.
Yo, like I heard, I ain't never seen Mint Condition, but I heard they live shit. Them niggas go in.
Yo, yeah, bro. Mint condition is definitely a show you want to catch. Like, or definitely you take your old lady. Yeah, they definitely got dope.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I might have to do that, man. I might have to do that. Hey, all right. So let me ask y'all this: the I think the Mega Millions is up to like $300 million. You win that bitch tonight.
Mm-hmm.
What you do in the next 6 months?
Not a motherfucking thing.
Right. I'm gonna be smoking weed butt naked on an island somewhere, yo.
Oh, see, man,
Yo,
I would
some real shit.
I'd immediately go
Go
to
ahead.
a lawyer.
Got to.
Yeah. Like, and I would write out the whole will. I would settle that immediately.
Right. You want some noodles?
You got to pay off all the old debts. You got to pay the taxes on that.
Yep.
Then you go to the island. I'll tell you.
You know, I'm not going to no island though. I'm going to work, bro. Like, I'm gonna leave
Once
my
all
mark.
the shit is settled, and you about to go back to work.
Yeah, like not about to. I'm not about to go back to work for somebody else. I'll be working for me.
Oh, that's cool. I'm not trying to work at all.
Yeah.
You said what, 300 million?
Yeah, like, bro, I would
So
never.
if you take it up front, that's about like $170 or something.
Yep.
I'm not doing shit. I ain't working nowhere.
I'm working for me.
I'm not fucking it off, but
Right.
I'm not working nowhere, cause.
Right. You know, like, I'm gonna tuck probably that 70 million. I'm just gonna stash that. That's not for me. That's for the next generation.
Well, that's what you have to do. And honestly, I would say take 20%, maybe 25% for you to live off of, and just let that shit collect interest somewhere.
But yeah, see, I want to give it to them while they're here. You know, and so they don't have to pay taxes on it again when I die. You know, so I figure I'm gonna give y'all, X amount of dollars, and this is what you got per. I'm saving this just in case you fuck this up for you. You know what I'm saying? And you'll get a little stipend out of that once you tap into that, but you'll never be able to get all of that bread. So you'll always have some cheese, whether no matter where you at in life, long as I can have something to say about it, And then I'll say some shit for y'all kids, So that whole 70 million will be all of that. I'll as far as existing.
You would have to have some hellified lawyer language to be able to make that work past your kids down to the. You would have to know who all the grandkids were, all their socials, all that shit.
Well, what I would like to do is develop a pool for my family, for generations to come. If I got bread like that, and I can, and I can arrange it like, okay, we're gonna put this shit in this type of IRA for the next 50 years or the next 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
And that way, like, nobody will ever be able to access all of it. But you got X amount coming out of X percent, you know what I'm saying? You got a little percentage of this shit just because you slid out the right coochie. Just saying.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's just that.
It is what it is.
I'm going to make it my business to tell every motherfucker who gave me a hard time to kiss my ass. I ain't going to tell you.
That's what's up.
I'm not going to tell you no lie. I'd be just like motherfucking Chappelle. When Chappelle was showing that motherfucking episode, yo, that nigga quit his job and shit when he was fucking with Oprah.
Yeah.
That'd be
Got
me,
her,
my nigga.
nigga.
Yeah, that'd be me.
Right. Yeah, man. I would probably just be like, fuck it. You know, like at this point, like, bruh, like I'm winning. Like there is no competition as far as somebody that I would consider being petty with. Like I'm so much more winning than you are that it's almost beneath me at that point. Like
I was already winning because I'm me.
that's
You know what I'm
true.
saying? But
That's
then,
the important thing, yeah.
yeah, that's a fact. Like I was
Yeah.
already winning because I'm me. But then, by now, I got 170 million in the bank, nigga.
Right.
I'm really, nigga. You about to kiss all my ass.
Right.
Like,
I feel you. I just be
yeah,
like, look, I'm about to build this empire.
that's a fact. But I'm just gonna make sure that motherfucker know everything I'm doing.
Yeah.
Well, with money like that, though, does your circle get smaller?
Absolutely.
It's not really possible.
For sure.
No. No. Like the
So it's got to be.
the motherfuckers that call me now or that I legitimately interact with will be the same motherfuckers that I would fuck with
Right.
100 million, $1 billion, $2 billion, period. No, my circle ain't changing.
Nah, what I'm saying is like you know how I go with money. You know what I'm saying? You got money, like it's gonna be people that's gonna try to be around you. Just all you know what I'm saying. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is, with that being said, like you won't know. Like I've heard everyone who touch money say the same thing, yo. Like when you get money, yo, you don't know who to trust. Just flat, you know
For
what I'm
sure.
saying? Flat out. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you don't know everybody's intention. Now, it would depend on who's in your circle, is what I would say. You know what I'm saying? Like it depends on what type of circle you got.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. My circle ain't changing, bro.
Yeah.
You to be considered in my circle, you gotta have some years in, bro.
Yeah.
You know, so over the years, you like, yeah, you know, like now you officially in the circle. Well, once you in the circle, like that's like financial circumstances don't matter. You know, like some of my boys doing better than me financially. You know, I may know somebody that I'm doing better than financially, but it don't change you being in a circle. You know, it's not like
Yeah.
it's not like they're calling me every other week. Let me get $20. No, you know, like yeah, I talk to you every once in a while. I know you my man, you my dog. What's going on, bro? You know, how's life? You know, blase splee, blase splee. I know what you're going through. You know what I'm going through, but we ain't got to talk all the time. But you in my circle. Yeah, now I got 170 million dollars in the bank. Okay, well I know that you in my circle and I know your talents. Let's see how we could make money off of those talents for you. You know, and so like my best friend, he a lawyer. Let's start your own practice, bro.
That's what's up.
You know,
But what about your homie that's the neighborhood drug dealer that shoots motherfuckers? What you gonna do with him? Not saying that you have a homie like that, but I'm saying.
What do you mean? What am I doing with him?
How do you advance him?
Probably don't.
You talking about your homie the lawyer? Like, yeah, you can start a practice, but what about your nigga that's still in the street?
That nigga stop being in the street, nigga. I don't know what to tell you. Like I don't have a plan for them niggas, bro. I don't. Like
He got.
I got what?
He got a lawyer.
No, I have a plan on that. That would be like part of step one, but that was just an example. But like, if you want to be real about it, like I would like to build my own community, and the way I envision it is, okay, I'm gonna start with like a block, and I don't know, maybe 20 houses. Every house is fully electric. It's got They got computers in every bedroom. Or if you would like them, if you don't have to have them. But access to Wi-Fi, the whole nine. But everything is electric and solar panels throughout the block. We have a central location with a lot of solar panels, and then the solar panels on each house. You only pay $500 to live there. But you got to be a couple. You got to be married, a union, however the fuck you want to define it. And you got to be useful to our community. So yes, I'm choosing motherfuckers. Right? Yes, like I would want a lawyer. I want a plumber. I want a teacher. I want an electrician. And I'm going to build the community from inside out. With okay, you pay this $500, but we have requirements for you to live here. Only the men can go to work.
What?
After the $500, you do this shit for 20 years, you get that house back, and all that money, you get that money too, and that house is yours. I have
everybody's doorbell.
I
said everybody's doorbell plays Big Herc song.
that actually would be a nice touch. I'm just saying, like it sounds kind of cruel, but at some point we're gonna have to start rebuilding us from the inside out. And if that means setting the tone for generations to come, okay, of we can accentuate all of our talents and work as one, and that's what I'm trying to do. Like I would have the teacher on the block, like she would homeschool that whole block. That's your gig. You get paid for that. You got security, the whole nine. But I would like for it all to be kind of as self-sufficient as possible.
I didn't mean to cut your bill, yo. Have y'all niggas watched Watchmen?
I have not.
Yo,
Nah.
you have to watch Watchmen, yo.
What channel is that though?
It comes on HBO.
See, I don't have HBO, man. That shit's too expensive, bro.
Bruh, I don't have HBO either, my nigga, but I don't miss an episode of Watchmen.
How do you accomplish this? Like inbox me. I need the secret.
All right, I got you. I hit you. I'll let you know.
Yeah, like goddamn, you hold on to the Watchmen and shit. I've been hearing about it, but I haven't seen it. No,
it's fire. Oh my god, it's fire. Like it's 8 episodes in. This weekend is like the 9th episode, but like. All right, so I used to be a comic book nigga, you know what I'm saying? So like the movie Watchmen came out, I want to say maybe around like in the early 2000s, maybe not the late 90s, it was definitely early 2000s, but it's based off a DC comic. But pretty much it's a DC series, but it's dark. But at the same time, it tells a lot of inside stories that you wouldn't have got from the movie. So it's a lot more in depth, and Regina King is the main character. And it dates back to Tulsa, Oklahoma, pretty much from the bombings and whatnot.
Oh wow.
And yeah, it's dope, man. It's dope and shit.
Man,
like you gotta check out fire.
Man, nah, I really gotta see that shit. Like, damn. Oh, and before I go any further, man, dude, can I move this over any? I don't think I can. Damn. I do apologize. Nope, that did not help. Anyway, rest in peace to Graffiti Pioneer Phase 2. Like, he was doing graffiti. Like, he was one of the first cats, basically. If this was reported correctly, if I remember correctly. So, rest in peace to you, King. everybody is talented, man, and everybody can leave a mark, and clearly that man did. And I just had to make sure that we paid that man his respects.
For sure.
And what I'm really about to do now is I'm going through my Facebook timeline. Oh, producers want to be a part of that. The T3 album by Don Pacino, only up tempo, grit. Send beat submissions via WeTransfer.com to Napalm Biz. That's NAP as in Paul, AL, M as in Mary, B as in baby, I, Z as in zebra, Z as in zebra at Gmail. Yeah. Ladies, if you're single and your tires look like this, bald as fuck, you need to answer one of them dudes in your inbox back. I'm just reading my timeline on
Hey yo.
I'm just going through my timeline reading shit. Fed say Charlotte man took $88,000 from Wells Fargo vault and flashed it on Facebook.
Smart.
And the caption goes, "Dickhead of the century goes to." Hey, Jay
For
Bird
sure.
is a hilarious dude, and that would be Lotus. We'll scroll. Shout out to you, Lotus. Race to 5'9". Don't ask me why I'm doing this, man. I just wanted to kind of see if I could actually get away with this shit. And actually, I got some interesting shit on my timeline. Oh, it's easy to find someone to chill with, but it's hard to find someone to build with. Okay, but then they got the picture of this chick's ass and his face. And she's on the computer between his legs, and he's on the laptop on her ass. Like, is that building with somebody? To me, that's ignoring their ass completely. You just got somebody
But
here.
they spending time together.
Are they?
Absolutely.
That's not spending time together right there, bruh.
100%.
How? Like, if y'all... I don't know, man. That just, to me, that's not spending time. That's just, being there. Now, will there be moments where you may look at your phone? Yeah, but if both of y'all gonna sit there for like 2 hours with the TV on, but y'all both on y'all phones the whole time, well, that's not really spending time, bruh.
Hey, yo, so listen, I got breaking news, right? Derek Jackson actually posted something that questioned women.
Derek Jackson, he the GOAT, man. Stop hating on that man.
Listen, all right, so listen. the post that a chick put up. So she posts, "Can you send your homeboy lingerie options you want to wear for your man, or is that a violation?" She then adds on and says, "You don't have them on, just showing them what you're thinking about buying."
Say it again. Say it again. Yeah.
Can you send your homeboy lingerie options that you want to wear for your man, or is that a violation? Then she adds and says, "You don't have them on, just showing them what you're thinking about buying."
Nah. Nah. You can't do that. Yeah, for sure.
Is somebody trying to justify this?
It's a female asking the question. Okay. So I mean, it's probably dumb. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit some of them do. But
but you know what? That's that. Like, on the surface, I agree with Killer. Like, that's just that's a complete violation. But I also know that not every relationship is the same. You know
True
what I'm saying?
indeed.
Like there's some
But like
couples look at a fat ass together.
fact.
That's cool. They looking at it together. It ain't another nigga in the situation. Though.
Oh, boy, it's not another nigga. Yeah, it's not another nigga, yo.
Yeah.
That changes like, all right, so you gonna be okay with another nigga having the idea of your old lady in some lingerie and some pictures that she's sending him.
That would be problematic.
Fact. That's a fact. I don't give like I don't give a lingerie or not. The nigga got the idea in his head now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would be problematic. I would
Yeah,
completely be like, are you fucking tripping?
And now I'm gonna have to knock the idea out of somebody's shit. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have to be him. Like, yeah, I'm just not going like, nah, yo, that's a complete violence.
And let me see if I can bring this one up. Cause oh damn. Soul Vival was talking about this a guy named Dewan Sims. A kid named Dewan Sims was reported missing in December of 1994. And there is a man who thinks that he could be that kid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And let's see. The 4-year-old boy who went missing and is presumed to have passed has submitted his DNA to police for testing. Wow.
Shit, yeah, that's what's up.
That's crazy.
Yo, we got like we gonna have another show about this sex trafficking shit, bro. We definitely gonna have to talk about that. Like I know we did a show like a couple years back about it. Like it's out of control.
And
yeah.
Actually,
like
I kind of got somebody that I reached out to, kind of along those lines. So I agree. Yeah. You know, just trying to kind of, behind the scenes, trying to see if, we can make it happen. Yeah, and I'm just kind of going through this story, man. So I'm sorry if I'm preoccupied, but wow, this shit's crazy. Apparently, he like went on social media and kind of explained his story before he went to the police. And like the mother was like the main suspect, I guess, was the focus of police suspicion at the time. Wow. She said that he contacted her, and she blocked him. This is an interesting story right here. Wait a minute. Who working on the business together? The mother and the Dewan Sims guy? Cause I don't. This is a story from People Magazine. I don't know how credible they shit is, but I've heard of People Magazine, and that's December 13th, and that did not sound like they was working together. Sound like she was like trying to duck and dodge and avoid.
Oh man,
that would be a good movie though.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like a good movie.
Hell yeah, you could get
It kind of sounds like Antoine Fisher though.
A little bit,
but not exactly.
I was thinking of who that dude was that played him too. I was like, you get that dude. Antoine Fisher was a good movie too, by the way.
That was a great movie.
Yeah, that was a very good movie. I'm trying, and there was something else that I wanted to say, but I can't remember. I remember you had said there was something we should talk about, and I can't remember what it was. Oh! Do we think there's gonna be another civil war?
Yo, I don't. I want to say no. Like to me, that's code for we gonna attack niggas. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like that's what it sounds like to me. Like it's just a lot of coded shit that they say. Like they're trying to. I just don't think it is. I think it's a lot of angry white people. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of angry white people because you know what I'm saying. It's no slavery. Like you can't walk around. You can't openly walk around and talk down on black people no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's what it's a lot of white anger because of that shit. Like I think like what said is like if Trump gets impeached, all the Trump voters are going to like rebel. Like who the fuck you gonna rebel against?
Yeah, but see, what I think about that is that like I don't think I've ever seen white people be so angry with white people on such a large scale publicly.
Yeah, yo,
I don't think that like if there was a civil war, I think that that would be like the liberals versus the conservatives, for lack of a better term. I'm not sure. I think that black folks or people of color um would obviously pick a side, but would also kind of suffer a little bit, like you saying. I ain't gonna say a little bit, but I don't think it would just be like they're specifically targeting just us. I think that it would more be more ideological at the
yo, like
at the
for
onset.
for races, it's like Baskin Robbins nowadays, my nigga. Like you can just go pick. You know what I'm saying? Like your whatever flavor of racism you want to deliver that day. You know what I'm saying? You could probably do that shit because it's immigrants all over the place. It's
Yeah, but
all
it's like
different types of.
it's white people out there too that is the polar opposite that I have seen like around town or whatever or anywhere. But that's the polar opposite, and you didn't used to see that. Now you got white people saying black people is the shit, or you got white people that's like, okay, well,
So people
black people
always
did this,
were
not
the shit
not
like that.
huh?
They've always made it like that hasn't changed. Like that's not a new narrative. We've always been the shit. The white people have always known it.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying, like, I think that the white people that like there have been white people throughout our history, as being captured and brought to this country that didn't like that shit. They may not have said much because they don't want, they just didn't. Um, but there's been people, here and there, not in large proportions, but here and there, that gave a shit for whatever reason. I think now it's a little bit more open, and I don't know if it's necessarily like like every black person is dope. Nobody thinks that. We don't think that. You don't think that. Not every white person is the greatest person. There are a few that give a shit. It's just yeah, I am reading the comments late. You know what it is though? It's not necessarily that I'm reading the comments late. It's the comments are in proportion to where the show is on YouTube. And from our standpoint, like our conversation occurs probably 10 seconds to 15 seconds before you hear it or see it on YouTube. So it kind of seems like I'm behind on the comments. Okay, in this case, I was behind on the comment because I was ranting, and I totally forgot what I was saying. Oh, basically, there's a few good white folks out there. Um,
Those shit is out of fucking hand, yo. I'm just going down my timeline
mhm.
and bro, like I already told you, yo, like this, like, like to me, like, listen, I've seen confident fat girls. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it. Like, she's like twerking in a Burger King. Like, what the fuck is that?
What is that? Wow.
Like, it's terrible. Like, man, like, she's like a good, like, fifth option.
I mean, but hey, you know what? On the positive side, she's an option.
No, yo, all I'm saying is this, yo. Like, to me, it's a whole bunch of, like, you know, like, you dealing with like a scared motherfucker, like, they'll jump out there and portray as if they something that they not.
Yeah.
Like, to me, like for instance, like with Monique. Like, Monique was a big girl, yo, but she was on TV, you know what I'm saying? And she was fashionable. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say that
But
she was necessarily.
but right there, isn't that sexist? Like, it's like you expect larger women to dress a particular way because it suits you. It's classy and they fashionable.
Damn.
Hey,
yo, I expect you to dress a certain way.
You gonna tell me on your timeline or on Instagram, you don't see a picture of a woman in a thong and be like, wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, but she's like $160.
That is my point right there.
But what's your point? That a chick in a thong at $160 looks better than Lizzo in a thong? Yeah.
Yo, I don't have no issue with her busting out the thongs, but that was the wrong place for that shit.
Yo, she is. Yo, like I said yesterday, bro, she look like Martin stunt double in Big Mama House 2, yo. When a nigga walk in on the room, like.
But why? Because if well, okay, I ain't gonna use Beyonce again. But let's say your favorite, most beautiful, let's say a Roxy walked up in there in a thong and did exactly the same thing. You would not be complaining. You'd be replaying.
Niggas gonna look, but it's still the wrong place for that shit.
Why? When they got a whole cheerleading squad in their panties every show, every game.
Like, listen,
and they're getting paid to do that. That's what
point.
They signed up for.
Exactly.
Let's just say the roles was reversed and you took a 300-pound man with titties and shit, and he walked out with in Prince pants. You know what I'm saying? In tight leather Prince pants. 300-pound man with no shirt on. You would be like,
unacceptable.
Yeah, right. So why is it acceptable for her? You know what I'm saying? And it's not the other way. Like, that's a double standard coming. It's like, oh, that's fucked up. Y'all talk about Lizzo. She put herself out there. Anybody tell us them big ass flat feet?
So let me get this straight. Your argument is that because a man of her size cannot dress in a similar fashion, it's wrong. So you would prefer that a man of her size is dressed in her fashion as well as Lizzo.
No, what I'm saying is you can't cry about criticism when you put yourself out there. Is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You can't cry about none of the criticism. Like, you purposely put them flat.
You invited that shit.
Right, you invited the shit. So, like, you can't be on live crying, trying to motivate people and shit. Like, get motivated, do some squats. Like, yo, if she, like, listen, yo, like, I didn't have some big girls, yo. Like, but they had, like, she gotta do some. She need a personal trainer. Like, she didn't necessarily gotta lose weight, but tone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done had some tone big girls.
Why? Bro. You like, see what you're saying is for you. You know,
yeah,
like, why can't she be comfortable in her own skin and rock her own shit?
Because she wouldn't conduct herself in that manner if she was.
There's kids up in that bitch? Come on, man.
Oh,
right.
This ain't the club. This is a public event.
So when LeBron get fouled and he'd be like, "Fuck, that was some bullshit." That's okay. Don't nobody complain. But his kids there, right? You know.
Yo, them athletes going to battle. Who is he battling besides that thong? Nobody. It's a public event.
When they see that man getting carried out by his boys because he's drunk, his kids there, right? Don't nobody say nothing.
Right, but you came to that event knowing that could happen. They didn't go to that game thinking, yo, she just going to bust a thong out on everybody.
They was at the Lakers game. You go there knowing anything can happen.
So niggas, so the NBA game is a strip club now? That's what's popping?
The Lakers? It's kind of appropriate.
I don't know about that.
I mean, do I? what is she appealing to me personally? No. Do I believe that she has a right to wear that shit if she wants to? Yeah. As much as
absolutely not at a public event though.
As much as any other woman, man, I have seen Lil' Kim had her titty literally out on TV.
Lil' Kim was delicious back then, nigga. Like nobody's gonna complain about it. That's my point. Like
right, but that's sizes.
It's a whole following of niggas uncles who like Lizzo. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like ain't nobody's like looking for that, bro. Like I don't even mean to say it like that though, but like it is what it is. Like yo, like if she was like she gotta be 240. You know what I'm saying?
She is definitely a BB dub. That's not a debate.
It's a difference. Yo, a BB dub is like a BB dub is still curvy and still is shapely. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a difference between a BBW and a big bitch.
It's bit different.
You know what I'm saying?
It's proportion different.
It's a big difference.
Now go ahead.
It's a big difference.
I guess I can kind of see that one. What was
you
about to
like,
say?
yo,
even
like,
still,
go ahead, Killer.
But even still, like I said, yo, like I don't have an issue with her busting out the thong. I just think that that's the wrong place for that. If she at a club with a bunch of adults, go ahead, bust that bitch out. Do whatever you do. Be comfortable in your skin. I have no issue with that. I might not want to see it, but chill yourself for the minute. But in that particular venue, that's not the right move.
I mean, but let's really be honest about going to an NBA game. You know, going in there, you're gonna hear a lot of motherfuckers cursing.
Okay.
Why is that okay around your kid?
Because it's not big ass.
But you taking your kids there, you know that going in. You don't know that some chick gonna be running around with her ass out.
I mean, well, that's not true. You know the cheerleaders gonna be there, and I guarantee you they bend over every time.
Cheerleader, they bend it over every time, but they ain't even got the same shit that she had popping.
Right.
And once again, they are employees of the team. You know that going in.
But
a random fan running around with their ass out is completely different than you knowing these cheerleaders got short skirts and their little panties popping.
Oh, so because you didn't pay for it, you don't want to see it. You don't want a freebie?
No, but you already know what you paid for.
You, man. See, man, y'all sizes.
It has nothing to do about large. You've seen my wife. She's not a little lady. It has nothing to do with large.
Okay.
But as a spectator, you have a certain kind of conduct that you should keep yourself to.
Right.
I get you. I get what
you're saying. And like,
yo,
don't get me wrong, yo. Don't get me wrong, yo, because like I like what I like when I see it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
and I'm attracted to some women that are on the sicker side. You know what I mean? It just depends. So you know what I'm saying? Like I just think for her, like it screams like you got all these people like she looked like a backup dancer in the Redman video. You know what I'm saying? That made it. Yo, real shit.
I'll be there. Yeah.
Hey, yo, speaking of that, man, you remember that scene, man, when old girl was on that bike and she ran into the back of that car?
Yeah, that's
Yes,
just
sir.
hilarious.
Oh my god, that's got to be one of the funniest scenes ever in a hip hop video.
And she thought she was cute as fuck for a second too.
She was, man. The music was fine. Everybody was looking like, damn. And it got different really quick. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but how do you bounce back? That's what's important. How do you bounce back?
You crawl on the other side of the car so they can't see you. You do that at least 2 cars, and then you just get up and just walk away. Fuck the bike. Whatever it failed, don't go back for that shit. Just get up and just go. And my bad, Rome. I know I cut you off, man, but it just made me think of the goddamn that scene.
Nah, I'm just saying, yo, like I said yesterday, yo, like on the right night, you know what I'm saying? Like she might be able to get it, just depending on what the nigga option is. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? But she looked like she make a mean sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right.
That's always a plus.
Yeah. That's always a plus, man. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, like she cool, but like it seemed like the over the top shit is a lack of insecurity. I mean, it is it's insecurity because of her size.
I think she's doing everything that she's thinking the same way that her peers are. And Cardi B do the same shit. Cardi B do the same shit. What's her name? The pink chick before her, the Barbie or whatever you call it.
What if Preston did that? What if Shorty who played Preston was doing that shit?
Oh, that's horrible.
See I got him, Killer?
That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant, man. Just stop.
I see that.
What if Shorty who played that was doing the exact same shit Lizzo was doing? You would not be saying that shit.
What I'm saying is, look, I agree that it was inappropriate, but what I'm also saying is that we it's a double standard based off of what we judge how she should act or how she should look. And what she's saying is, I'm gonna do the same wild shit everybody else in my peer group is doing. I don't give a fuck how you feel about that shit, whether I'm bigger than them or not. I got a right to do the same fucking shit. So I may not like it, but I applaud the I don't know how else to say it, but the courage to wear that thong to the game. Because she had to
put it on display for the whole world.
The motherfucking courage. And you know what that did? Y'all want to talk about like people want to talk about Nick Cannon. That was a good move business wise to go at him. Well, it was a good move for her to wear that thong. Cause say what you want, not everybody talking about her.
Well, that's what it was all about from the jump. It's selling records.
Exactly.
Right.
And everybody.
Well, how far would you go to sell records?
Everybody else in her age group or in her categories is doing exactly the same thing. Why
because everybody else is doing fucked up shit, it makes it cool for you to do fucked up shit? Nah.
Didn't nobody cry when it was gangster rap?
What about it?
Everybody, one nigga talk about
them
killing
niggas
niggas
running around with thongs on.
No, what I'm saying is they was doing self-destructive shit. And nobody complained when it was a whole genre of niggas talking about killing other niggas for no reason.
So, and they was at the Laker games with their AKs out? Nah, come on, cuz.
I imagine so. My bad, but I was parched. I had to get some apple juice. I'm just saying, like if, to a certain extent now, if you want to make it to a certain level of rapping, there's certain shit that you just gonna have to do. As a female, whether you like it or not, showing your ass and titties is part of the gig. If you want to make it to a certain level of success, that shit is wrong. I don't agree with it, but it is what it is. And she doing just that. You just don't like that she got a flat ass. It's as simple as that. You know, and she have a right to have a flat ass with a thong on, inappropriately in an inappropriate spot, because people that think like that have been doing weird shit like that for years. Like, niggas wasn't complaining when Prince accepted an award with his ass cheeks hanging out on TV. And when nobody's saying, oh, look at the kids. Nope. They was like, this nigga Prince is crazy, but he a bad women.
Yo. That's what we were saying, but it was motherfuckers like, yo, this nigga just showed his ass on the stage. That's inappropriate. That shit was said then.
It ain't nowhere near what it's like now, man. You can't even. And if anything, like, he's a more notable star even at that time. You know, like,
yeah.
People should have really came down on him. Pause. I had to, man, because that was just weird. But a grown man in high heels, no less.
But at the same time, you look at, so this is, we're making it a hip hop thing. Like, there's more female MCs out here getting liked than ever before. They have an opportunity to change the stereotype.
That is true.
But you continually perpetuate it. So what the fuck are you really doing then?
I mean, well, you gotta want
they
to
get
change
the
it.
light. Niggas just not getting over right now because of women are taking over.
Good. I'm not complaining. But what
Right,
I'm saying
that's
is,
dope. But what are you doing with it?
If you want to get to a certain level, there's certain shit you got to sell out on to a certain extent, just period. And for women, that is the standard as of today. I do foresee a change, you know, and you're right. It's more access, and people is learning about other queens, other women, and like Snow the product is fucking fire. But people like her, you know, that's just grinding Rhapsody, you know, and they're gonna get their shine. The wave is coming. But as of today, titties and ass, like from Little Kim up until now, has been pretty much the titties and ass era for femcs. And if you gonna play in that lane, and you, like, some people are okay with saying, you know what, I don't need to be the richest person on the planet. I'd like to make a good living, feed my family, and make music. And that's all they do. Some people want to be the next Cardi B. In doing that, you're going to have to show your titties and ass. Period. They all do at some point. Like, and I would even venture to say, like, okay, it's a little different in R&B, but not much. And we've been seeing Beyonce titties and ass for how long, bro?
Yeah, but Beyonce's a pop star. That's not R&B. That's some other shit.
Okay. Okay. I mean, honestly, it's not too many female R&B stars. I can't even think of any that like, I know. I can't remember. I don't know what Edame, who that is. I just heard the name, so I don't know who that is. Like, I really don't know anybody. You know, like, Lauryn Hill don't count anymore, man. Like she just disappeared and then came back and disappeared twice. Love Lauryn Hill, but it would be dope if you just came on home, did some hip hop, a whole CD, and gave us some of that cook food. Hey, man, I ain't realize it's fucking 20 minutes after 11, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Rome pieced out.
I think he did. It happened. Hey, well, we are about to wrap this shit up, man. I'm tired. I'm old. I need a nap. Anyway, man, anybody you want to shout out, bro?
Man, shout out to you. Shout out to Rome. Shout out to Knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And, it's always a good time. I don't make it every time, but I try and make it, though. You know what I'm saying? It's always good having a conversation with y'all.
Oh, you already know, bro. And shout out to you. Oh, and Soul Viper, I don't know if you're still listening, but I did see that Civil War, but it would be concentrated in the South or some specific area. I don't think it would be statewide. And see, like, if it jumps off one place, that's how it starts. So I don't think it would be restricted to a particular area. Although I
And
believe
that's why people need to arm themselves because they're trying to take your guns from you. People need to start arming themselves.
I don't think nobody's trying to take guns from you either.
They trying to take them ARs and them AKs from you right now.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm cool with that. And some of that
I'm not.
Niggas just don't. You just don't need a fucking AR or AK.
They're semi-auto rifles. I'm sorry.
Right. Right. I just don't get it. Like, the nigga don't need to go hunting with an AK-47. If you do, you don't need to be hunting.
Shit.
You're a horrible shot.
Shit.
Go pick up.
I don't know about that.
Like, what are you hunting with an AK-47? Tell me that.
Big game. Big game. Bears. Anything. Big game.
How many bullets are you shooting?
But it's not even about hunting. If somebody come to your house right now, you want a stick or an AK?
I mean, I'd be okay with a 9mm.
Okay, so you got a 9mm, but the nigga in your house got an AK.
If a nigga break into your house with an AK, you're going to die, bro. Whether you got an AK or not.
If you weren't prepared, absolutely.
That nigga got the drop on you, he's going to get the drop on you, bro.
If you weren't prepared, absolutely.
So a lot of niggas died with guns in their hands.
That's true.
So like and honestly, if somebody came into my house with an AK, I would actually prefer to have a 9, or actually maybe even like a 38, a 32.
And what's the logic behind that?
Because most niggas, if a nigga gonna break in your house with an AK, that nigga can't shoot worth shit. So I want to be able
That's what you hoping for.
Yeah, I am hoping for that. And that's a fairly good expectation. Most niggas that got AKs ain't even shot them motherfuckers. And if they have, it was some sloppy shoot that motherfucker in the air type shit. They wasn't actually like going to the range or no shit like that. Now if a former Navy SEAL breaks in my house with an AK, I'm pretty screwed either way. If it's random, I'm just gonna rob this nigga person. Okay, well, I want a gun that don't have much kick, and when I shoot you, they're gonna hit you.
That's cool. That's cool, but at the same time, this dude's got 30 rounds and you got 6.
Yeah, but
in a panic moment, you're gonna be precise.
Well, he had to have broken into my house, so I'm home, so I hear him. So I'm in my house. I know my house, and I got the strap. I know where to go and wait for him to come in there. Bow. I got the drop on him. Done. But I want to be able to make sure that my shit ain't kicking back. I'm missing, because I may only get a couple shots. I want that first shot to be a good one. And say fuck that AK. Take that.
That sounds great, but it's not realistic.
Look, man, I went to Jason Bourne's school of Papa nigga.
Oh shit! And that's why I fuck with you, because it's still like that. That's my nigga right there.
No doubt, man. Hey, man. Hey, shout out to you and your family, man. If you out there, check us out, man. My skin is my sin.
Yeah.
Just Google it. We'll be back next Thursday. We got a dope guest. We got some shit coming up in store. Oh man, that felt good. I had to belch. That felt great though. But anyway, check out the websites, emeraldshell.com and My Skin Is My Sin. Hey, y'all have a good one. And share our shit, man. We need to get to 1,000 followers on YouTube or subscribers, whatever you call it. So subscribe to this shit. Hit the notification bell. Y'all know the drill. Everybody say this shit.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, and shout out to 300 Gangsters, and I forgot what he said. Keys Development. And don't forget to fuck with us on IG. My Skin is My Sin, and the number 1. And same thing on Twitter. All right, we out. Peace.
Peace.